let's get into this because, all right, it finished 4-1. Darwin Núñez hits the woodwork 4 times, including a missed penalty.
Yeah, first player ever in Premier League history to hit the woodwork 4 times in the same game, which, you know, if you had to pick a player before the start of the season that could do that, it would definitely
it would be your choice, yeah. But I was struck by one thing, and Liverpool, we should say, still without Mo Salah. Alexander-Arnold was on the bench. Obviously, I think it was his first game back from injury, first game starting.
Yeah.
What struck me most about it wasn't just Chelsea with many of the same challenges they've been facing, but the fact that Liverpool looked stronger, faster, fitter, and they run more. I don't know.
Yeah, but you knew that before the game, right? You knew that. What did you expect?
Hang on a second. I know it before a game to a point. Because all this stuff that we hear about sports science and planning, the whole point is that Chelsea don't play in European competition, right? So that for me means Pochettino has time to work on patterns of play and stuff like that, which is maybe difficult to do because he's got injuries and whatever, although by this point, and we'll get into that later, I think I expect more than what I'm seeing.
Yeah.
But I don't understand how Liverpool can look so much fitter and athletic than Chelsea when Chelsea have younger players. Chelsea don't have the same wear and tear. Chelsea have the ability to go and prepare for every game individually, again, because they don't play in Europe.
Yeah, it's a fair point. I just think it's not just down to individual fitness or the tiredness or not. It's also structurally the way you press, the way you beat a press, which I still don't think that Chelsea, despite maybe a slight improvement lately because they were on the 3-game winning streak before this move to Anfield, and nobody goes to Liverpool and win anyway. I think they've only lost 1 in the last 64 games domestically in the Cup or in the league in the stadium. So this is not just on Chelsea. Nobody goes there and win anyway. But I still didn't I knew Liverpool were better. I just didn't think they were that much better. They could have scored 10 goals easily.
Chelsea had a couple refereeing decisions that went against them, which you could say might go either way. I just want to get your take quickly to get this out of the way, because I think even Pochettino did make a big deal out of it, because Pochettino's a football man and says, look, on performance, you know, even if all those calls are gone, even if it snuck a result with all those calls, it wouldn't have made a difference. But the Gallagher one, the referee, it's the kind of thing where I think if the referee had given it, maybe VAR wouldn't have overturned him. But the referee didn't give it. He felt he lost control.
Yeah.
Do you agree with that?
And then, I think there's a slight contact. Van Dijk's thigh on Gallagher's thigh. I think Gallagher is a bit looking for it because the ball is far. I would not have given it. I didn't think it was a pen. I probably agree with you on if it'd been given, VAR would not have overturned it. But I'm kind of glad that was not given as a pen, though.
The foul on the build-up, or the foul they claimed for in the build-up to Conor Bradley's goal, because it was funny because Bradley scores and you can see there's a VAR check going on, and so I look at the replay and I'm like, what VAR check? He's clearly onside. But it wasn't for that. It was for the tangle near midfield.
Yeah, Chilwell and Jota.
So the one thing, I thought Chilwell was terrible. He's just not.
He lost the ball on the Jota goal.
Exactly. He's not himself, right?
Yeah.
Again, that's not the kind of thing you're going to call back when both players are wrestling like that. Yeah.
Yeah, I agree with you. And I think, to be fair to Chilwell, if he's free at some point, which is normally shuffles to the left-hand side to try to go and get to Bradley, but he also knows that Jota can make a run for Luis Diaz to find Jota and not Bradley on the other side. So he also is like, I can't let you go here. So they're both going at it. There's no foul. You can't give it.
And finally, the one I think where we agree on, Van Dijk and Kunku, 100%. Yeah. And it's one of those where I really wonder, it wouldn't have changed the outcome of the game.
No. It would have made it 3-2 had Palmer or whoever has taken his scores.
At that point. But whatever. But I expect VAR to intervene on that 100%. One. I cannot imagine.
But did you think they thought it was just a soft but it just goes into his ankle. It's pretty clear. It's pretty clear to see.
Yeah, but soft or hard. I mean, he goes in hard. He is a big man. There is a lot of force behind it. I thought. Anyway.
There's no difference between the one given on Jota that Darwin misses and that one. It's a similar kind of contact.
100%.